Primetime.
Primetime. What time is it? Showtime primetime.
It's XL Primetime, featuring Joe C.
I would clean that bone about as good as anything.
Matt Hayes.
The guys they had last year, terrible.
And Leon Searcy.
Mama know that when you get to camp, you ain't gonna see a lot of big daddy.
How you like me now?
Noon hour on a Tuesday, back from the first day of the Jaguars minicamp 2026. Welcome in to XL Primetime. We certainly will have some observations from what we saw today. Helmets and shorts, but still a lot of contact, a lot of active hands, and guys fighting for jobs. There's no question about it. We will get into all of it today. And then, of course, the association last night. Pretty dang good game. Back and forth, and San Antonio is right back in it, a 2-1 series. Now, Knicks up by a game, but maybe a little question mark next to Karl Anthony Towns' name. Would you say, Big Sir?
Yeah, bro.
He went from MVP to, he went from most valuable to most vulnerable last night.
He did. He shrank. I mean, Bridges didn't help him either.
No.
I mean, he was 4 for 6 from threes in game 2.
Yeah.
Couldn't make a bucket. He only had 2 points in the whole game. And those were the two guys that helped Brunson out.
Yeah.
Those three had over 20 points.
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable. You can't shrink when the lights are brightest, you can't shrink. Especially at home.
Yeah.
At the crib? No, you can't do that.
No, he's also, I was talking with JJ about this too earlier, Brunson is working so hard just to get the ball past the timeline.
It's true.
They're extending on defense to force him to exert energy to get the ball up the court, which then impacts his offense. And then he's running around on defense. He's playing, 36, 38, 40 minutes, but it's like he's playing 60.
It's true.
He's just getting absolutely worn down.
Yeah. What was that call at Arkansas? What was it, 60 Minutes of Hell?
Yeah.
Where they did the full I remember the Arkansas defense used to, as soon as you got the ball, they'd be on you. And that's what that felt like last night.
It was 94 feet of hell or 40 minutes of hell.
40 minutes of hell, one of the two. Yeah. That's what it felt like.
But honestly, the way it is San Antonio, the desperate times call for desperate measures. Okay, they were 0-2. Their backs were against the wall. You saw a different approach to the game from all of them, not just Victor. But, hey, how about the idea that this dude's 7'4"? Let's toss it up to the hoop and see if he can just dunk on a few people. My gosh, how hard is that to figure out? And he was much more active. And you know what? He stayed in the paint. He still made some shots from the outside, and he still was – he was affecting shooters at the three-point line and then getting – in transition down the court to make a play on the offensive end. It was fun to watch.
Yeah, get in the post. You're 7'6".
Yeah.
All right, affect the game in the paint.
Yeah.
And give them the ball. That's the thing that they were doing. They were giving them the ball.
Shout out to Castle for finally doing what a good guard does.
And he
had a great game.
Yeah,
after being terrible in game 2.
And he got going. There were just so many of those types of guys that you're talking about that I look at some of these guys and you know what they're capable of and you're expecting them to be able to come up big. And Dylan Harper, another one that you would expect that from, and you got it. And then meanwhile, on the other side, like Matt just said, Brunson, it's like it's taking him so much time to create an opportunity. And then they just started missing a barrage of three-point
Not just Brunson. I'm watching the game and I'm saying to myself, the Knicks there are no easy shots.
Mm-mm.
I mean, they're defending well. They're defending the perimeter. They're defending the paint, the mid-range game. They're in their face. I mean, I was impressed. Listen, the fortitude of the Spurs to come back being down 2-0, and you got home court advantage and come in. Game 4 is on. The pressure's on the Knicks now.
Oh yeah.
If the Spurs get this one, the Spurs get this one, now they go back home with tied 2-2.
Wait a second. I was told it was game over a couple days ago by somebody.
Yeah, that was not bad. Well, I was just going on history.
Yeah.
I'll say this once again for the people who didn't hear yesterday.
Yeah.
There's been 5 teams in the history of the NBA Finals who have come back from being down 2-0, but none of them have ever done it after losing the first 2 home games the Spurs did.
In their own grip.
Yeah.
We've seen it in baseball.
Yeah.
Hayes brought it up yesterday. The Yankees and the Braves, 1996, the Braves took a 2-0 lead in Yankee Stadium and then lost 4 straight.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That must have hurt you.
It did as a young boy.
Yeah.
I still hate the Yankees.
Yeah, and with every good reason. But you think about it, is that 0-2, of course, is terrible. And then when you draw a game to within a game, on their court, it changes everything. Your mindset, your momentum, your belief, yada, yada, yada. And then this was just simple basketball. There were guys that were ferocious on defense, and they also took advantage of second chance opportunities with nice offensive rebounds. And then the other guys, like you guys are saying, they either took poor shots or took forever to try and get off a shot and then didn't hit.
Yeah.
And you can't keep going up and down the court missing three ball.
They were 0 for 9 in the fourth period.
Yeah.
3 ball.
Yeah.
You can't do it. You can't outwin a
that
game like that, man.
San Antonio came out of the gates, out of the blocks hot, and took control by what?
Which they have in every single game. They've had a double-digit lead in every first quarter of the series.
So it was like 12 points at the 7-minute mark
disappeared
in the first quarter. In the first quarter, and you're like, okay, let's see where this. And then the Knicks just kept clawing back, and then right before the half, they obviously
they took a 7-point lead.
Yeah, they took control.
And you're thinking,
yeah.
After all that fighting the Spurs did in the first half, they're down 7 at half. Like, it's over.
Yeah, exactly.
And they looked awesome in the second half.
Yeah,
and I didn't, like Leon said, you didn't know if they had it in them. This young team, though, they don't know any different. So they're just going out there and playing their ass off. And I thought that this might happen, and it did. All the rich people buying all the tickets made it not as rambunctious and raucous as it probably would normally be.
Bro, on one in-ball player, or it was a play that went out of bounds, was off. Whoever it was off. Ben Stiller was there with his phone. Like,
I saw that. That's his new thing.
With his phone, he's like recording it. Bro,
you're sitting courtside.
You're sitting
enjoy
courtside.
It.
Sit down and enjoy the moment.
Right, and hire somebody else to do that, okay?
Dude, ESPN has hundreds of cameras in there, guys.
Yeah, you don't need
They're going to document it.
He's got. Who's he sending it to?
He puts it on Twitter.
On Twitter?
So this is what happened. So a couple series ago, I think this was maybe in the Cleveland series, he was courtside, and he was recording a video that ended up like looking really badass from that angle, and it went viral. So now he's like obsessed with.
He's a cinematographer.
Yeah, he's Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah.
He's an attention seeker. That's what.
That's what. Yes.
At least Ken Griffey Jr. is not trying to make sure you know he's there.
He's a professional.
Yeah. He has a little respect. Ken Griffey Jr. Shooting at Augusta as a photographer, really, really cool. All right, so you guys jump in on last night. Let's shift, and we'll probably spend the next seg quite a bit on the first day of minicamp. And it was overcast, even a nice breeze. It drives Leon crazy.
It did. Really. Yeah, I was really troubled about that.
You wanted 99.
I wanted heat, man. I wanted heat index. I wanted humidity.
Trust us. It's gonna,
I felt like I was in air conditioned.
Well,
sitting in a chair sipping a lemonade.
It's going to find its way to us. You know, it's going to find us. The heat will be here, and it'll be here for a long time. So I like it for the other people out there. Okay, instead of just us trying to stress the players with hot temperature, all those other people out there are enjoying it, and people out there in Duval enjoying it. But I'm just saying, I want the hot temperature now because all you're doing is you're disguising what's coming. Mm-hmm. You might as well get used to what's coming in training camp.
You're delaying the inevitable.
Exactly. You're delaying the inevitable. So when you get into training camp, you're going to be exhausted because your body has been acclimated. Mm-hmm. That's all. I'm here to help.
Yeah.
I share because I care. It's information I share.
Listen, like we said, we know the dog days of summer, heat-wise, are coming. So, but even a little rain fell earlier today, just a light sprinkle, nothing big. But they got their work in. They're trying, and we'll play one of the sound bites from Leon Cohen coming up in just a little bit, where they're trying to get the ball down the field. They need more explosive plays. I think that's something that everyone wants to see. Fans love. Coaches, obviously, if they can draw it up, they love. But I was talking with Pete Prisco just a little bit on the sideline, and we both agree, and I'm sure a lot of people out there agree as well, Leon, that this team, when they could run the football, they had big play opportunities. But I pointed out to Pete that they tried to force feed a lot of big plays down the field early last year. You guys remember. 2 Travis Hunter, 2 BTJ, and the chemistry wasn't there and the plays weren't made. Now, if you do get this run game going and you have all that chemistry that's now starting to show with the way Trevor and BTJ and all the other guys, the weapons that he's got to get the ball to, you might see more big plays down the field.
Well, here's the thing. Last year, I understood why they were using the run game to set up the pass because, maybe Trevor was just getting his feet wet with the system. So to accommodate him, we ran the ball effectively in the first 6 games of the game of the season. And then in the second half of the season, we got away from it because Trevor was playing outstanding football. I mean, he was getting the ball down the field. He was playing within his zone. He was a MVP candidate and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But down the only thing that annoyed me about it is that when we needed it the most, especially during the playoff run, we should have stuck to our guns and kept with the run game.
Yeah.
And we didn't. And we abandoned it. And we needed it when we down the stretch.
Yeah, I think Liam is determined to make sure that that's there. Is it going to be there?
I think he should have just kicked the field goal and then.
Yeah, that too, that part.
Then the kicker should have hit the 54-yard at the end of the first half too. Then you're on your way. But
those 6 points pretty important.
Yeah, they are important. Yeah.
Pretty. But you still have to admit and concede that both teams were scoring, and that team, they seem like Josh Allen was going to figure out a way against this defense. The way things were going down the stretch towards the end of that game. So
no, I don't have to do that. Actually, no, I don't.
Most of the time,
I just have to say.
Most of the time, you try and tell me what to think. I'm trying to tell you what you should be thinking because it was a 27-24 ball game. And
I just have to think you got to be smarter. That's all.
Yeah. And those 6 might have met another 7 from the other side.
Maybe
or
maybe not.
Yeah, because of the lack at that point. Lack of pass pressure.
Odds are scramble drill and you're down 3 and you're trying everything you can with seconds on the clock. But the team that's forced 34 turnovers is going to get another one.
Yeah, should have taken the points. No doubt about that. All right, so let's do our XLP Big 3 coming up here in just a second. What struck us from today's mini camp? You guys are going to be out there tomorrow. I know you're looking forward to it. Great opportunity. You can go to Jaguars.com and get all the details, and we would love to see you out there. All of Duval taking it in.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford.
Open it, please.
What's the code?
1010XL. 1010XL, Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Tired of changing out bad sod year after year? Get it done right with Roundtree Sod. Big or small, they have it, and always supplied farm fresh. For a lush, legendary green lawn, call 7414-SOD for a free estimate. 7414-SOD. Some auto shops call it an inspection and flag any little thing. That's called a wallet flush. At AA Automotive, they don't play that game. They fix only what needs fixing. AA Automotive on Richard Street. Boring name, awesome service, and no wallet flush.
I want total control of my team.
The offseason is the time to check under the hood and add replacement parts.
I want to be able to recruit anybody that I want. No interference.
Follow the road to the regular season with AA Automotive and 1010XL.
When it comes to glass, you don't want average. You want flawless. Duval Glass and Mirror has transformed homes and businesses across Jacksonville for over 35 years. Frameless showers that wow. Mirrors cut exactly to your style. Fogged or broken glass replaced. Decorative tabletops. Windows replaced or repaired to stand up to Florida storms. All backed by a 100% guarantee. Visit DuvalGlass.com for your free quote. There's only one name for glass and mirror around these parts. It's Duval.
In the fight against Alzheimer's, now is the moment we've been waiting for. With new treatments emerging in the fight against Alzheimer's and dementia, now is the time for hope and action. Held in over 600 communities nationwide, the Alzheimer's Association Walk to End Alzheimer's is the world's largest fundraiser for care, support, and research to fight the disease. So get out, get moving, and join the Walk to End Alzheimer's, November 7th, downtown Jacksonville. Join the movement at alz.org/Jacksonville.
Credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payments, so they're getting nowhere. Hey, Prosser here, but here's what many homeowners don't realize. Using the equity in your home, you can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash. With Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can pay off your credit card, your existing HELOC, your car loans, or get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved and saved over $1,500 a month. Here's the best part. With Loan Pronto, you can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com. See how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto, 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
In this age of globalization, we've learned that bigger isn't always better. Ever tried to get phone help from a big corporation? From a real person? Good luck. That is what's so nice about Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. Unlike publicly traded conglomerates with headquarters in faraway cities, Mike Merritt's Heating and Air remains family-owned and operated by Mike, your neighbor. Mike Merritt has delivered hometown service, integrity, and pricing for generations. The big guys incentivize their techs to sell you new equipment. Mike's team emphasizes repair first. We only sell you equipment if your current equipment is worn out and beyond repair. And let's be honest about price. Small operations without much overhead can sometimes lowball your job, but you can't trust just anyone with a truck. They may be here today and gone tomorrow. Mike Merritt has been keeping North Florida cool for more than 3 decades. That's experience and dedication you can count on. Call today or see us on the web.
Florida license number CAC 050384.
Hey Jacksonville, this is Dr. George Bari. Bari Orthopedics is your choice when it comes to an injury. We're here for you and your loved ones to deliver excellent treatment and care fast the first time. Trust your care in our hands. Get same-day appointments for your injuries with 3 locations. If it hurts, ask us first. Bari Orthopedics.
Be sure and check out the expertise from Dr. George Bari and the entire staff at BariOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI Orthopedics.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
First day of mandatory minicamp for your Jacksonville Jaguars. We were out there in force today. The 1010XL social channels, 1010XL hosts. You've got plenty of eyes on the product, and then you will have your eyes on the product tomorrow. Joe C., Matty Hayes, Big Sirs, along with JJ. We are hanging out, talking Jaguar ball, NBA, and we definitely will get back to the Sorsby FNBS coming up in just a little bit. But XLP Big 3 now, Big Sirs, things that hit you today. Go 3, 2, 1. In other words, save the biggest one for last.
Save the biggest one for last. All right, my big 3 is at 3. I'm gonna go with I saw Pregnon and I saw Wyatt Nylam.
Yep.
Left and right guard.
Yep.
All right. So I'll make some plays. So I'll make some mistakes. Have a tendency to be high, and it's hard to judge when you're in just shorts.
Sure.
And, you know what I'm saying? Because defensive linemen, they like to grab you and pull you and all that kind of stuff. You can't anchor down because you don't have any pads on.
So do you get even with them when you get to
Absolutely. You just take a mental note. That's all you do. But
would you agree that there's definitely some good physical?
They've got some good physical.
Okay.
I saw a couple of times they pushed and climbed the linebackers. Set on twists and stunts and stuff like that. So I mean, at some particular point, though, I hope one or the other, or maybe both, can make a play for the starting position here.
Okay.
But, you got veteran savvy guys in front of them.
Yep.
It's not going to give their job away, so they're going to have to earn it. But I want to see how they're going to move and maneuver with minicamp and then go into training camp and see if they can win themselves a job.
All right, number 3, Matt.
My number 3 is, and this is big. I mean, this is really
big. You going to put this number 1 or is it still number 3?
It's still number 3.
Bigger.
It's still number 3 because I gotta see it in the season to believe it.
Okay.
But this is big.
All right.
Brian Thomas Jr. ran a deep dig, ran in double coverage. Trevor threw a ball high that only he could get, but he had to go up and get it. Like, he had to go up and get it.
Yes, he did.
He went up, not only grabbed it, but grabbed it and snatched it, pulled it down, made it hit the field, made a quick juke move, and boom, to the end zone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that's what you paid for. That's what you drafted for right there.
Exactly.
That's the guy you want. Yes.
Like it.
I'm with you. And Hacker was very excited at that point.
Yeah.
Look.
He's always excited.
He is. That's what you need. That's what this team desperately needs. They need a one that can run a deep dig across the middle and get anything thrown anywhere near him. Now, to be fair, Parker Washington was that guy last year. Last 5 games, he caught anything.
But
anything.
I think.
But if you have another guy like that who's 6'2", who's 205, and who has elite speed, boy, then you're talking about him. You're talking about Parker Washington, who's ascending. You're talking about Jacoby Myers, who's a terrific possession receiver, a guy that you go to on third and make a play.
Yeah.
And then you got Brenton Strange at tight end.
Yeah, this is what you're hoping for in terms of a battery of weapons.
I'm waiting to see it.
Exactly.
I'm waiting before I jump on this.
But you got to appreciate this part of it. Matter of fact, here's Liam Cohen, cut courtesy of Jaguars.com, just talking about that passing game, looking for more of those deep opportunities, and he praises BTJ.
I would say we've probably hit more of those in these OTAs and minicamp than we did of all last season or last off season combined. That's being the spring and training camp. I would say we've probably hit more of those than last year combined, which is a good thing. It's something that we wanted to emphasize. We started to emphasize it more, after the bye, was in terms of trying to push the ball down the field more. And that chemistry with those two is so important, because if we can be explosive with those down the field routes, being able to push the ball down the field with those two specifically, well, man, I mean, now it truly unlocks what everybody else can do, not only just what he and BT are able to do. It helps Brent Strange, it helps Parker Washington, it helps Jacoby Myers, and it helps the run game. Because now it's like, okay, if we keep throwing over your head, now maybe you have to play more two high safeties, be able to lean coverage.
All that. Now, see, he is praising 16-7 and what they've done, and it shouldn't be lost on anybody what he said. This has basically been 3 weeks worth of work, 2 weeks of OTAs, now the mandatory minicamp, and this is just day one of this minicamp, and he's saying they've hit more of those types of plays than they did the entire offseason last year.
And they're emphasizing it, and he's making those plays, because last year, I mean, he wasn't making those plays.
No.
He was dropping those balls, or Trevor was overthrowing the balls or underthrowing the balls. So you can clearly see they've got a connection. They worked on each other. They worked with each other during their offseason.
Yeah, and I'll add to the BTJ discussion with my first of the XLP Big Three. This is, it may be meaningless, but as two other receivers are walking off the field, Parker and Jacoby, BTJ is hat tapping and fanny tapping, okay? That's a leader that's saying, just those little encouraging moves that boom, 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 boom. I love when Matt shakes his head and looks at me.
I heard fanny tapping, and I was kind of like, all right.
It's just fanny tapping. And so if Matt comes like at the end of the show and I go up there and he's got that, beautiful shaved dome of his, boom, 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 that means good show, bro. Okay. And so
fair enough.
I like what that's the part. Don't you agree? The part of him you want to see is that I'm going to be a bigger part of this.
Yeah.
Bigger part of the plan. I'm going to be a leader here. I'm going to be a playmaker.
But as Leon says all the time, he no pads on right now.
No, it's true. It's true. Hits change everything. I've said it 1,000 times, but we will see what it looks like.
It's encouraging. It's encouraging to see him step it up, step his game up.
All right, second of your XLP.
My second one was, you know what? Tootin had some wiggle about him. I know Coach Ingram said that he was a one-cut, down here type of guy. But what I saw today, I think it was an outside zone player, maybe a slow draw or something like that. And he got the ball and a little shake, wiggle, get to the outside, he gone.
Yeah, you and I were like both
that.
Looking at him like,
yeah, yeah. I mean, because not sure we've seen anything like that.
Right.
It's good to see it in practice. Yeah, maybe they can include that in his arsenal when he starts playing, because, Coach was saying he's a one-cut, downhill type of guy. Now, if he's got a little wiggle to it to add on to that 4.3 speed, I mean, he break a couple of ankles and they hit the sideline. I like that.
They're going to miss what ETN did a year ago. 13 touchdowns. That is hard to replicate, okay? Yeah. But I think you have to be excited over what they're trying to design and devise in the run game. And if the play caller and the game flow, the way we have seen from Liam, works again, then it doesn't matter who's back there as long as guys are knocking people off the ball up front.
I don't know if excited would be the word. Hopeful, I guess, is the word. And you know how I hate that word hope. But that's I mean, he showed, I should say, in more than a few instances last year where he could be a guy who could be a 15 to 20 carry guy. He did get injured. He did get injured.
Right.
Okay. As a backup.
But wouldn't you say he's got size and motor?
Yes,
he's got quicks.
I would. But again, much like the Brian Thomas Jr. thing is, I want to see it.
Sure.
I want to see him stay healthy throughout camp when he is the guy getting the most reps.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Then I want to see him staying healthy during the season when he's the guy getting the most reps.
He wasn't. I'm trying to go back and think of the injuries and
it wasn't a ham.
It was small.
It was a hammy.
He had the
he missed
injury
a couple games
to the hand.
Was it a hand?
Yeah, almost positive. I'll go back and look.
I thought he missed a couple.
All right, give me your second.
Anyway, my second is, and this again I think is doesn't really have anything to do with actually hitting with pads, but I was pleasantly surprised by this. Everybody looked in shape, and everybody looks in shape. Nobody's dragging, right?
Right.
Nobody's on the side run because they're out of shape.
Right.
Everybody's like committed to this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that might sound hokey. It might sound corny and contrived, but there's something to that. There's something to guys coming to camp ready to go and in shape.
I think it's a testament to the offseason work that Big Surge always talks about, and it's that training table and training room.
It's also what he talks about all the time, too, is you're looking in the mirror saying, I ain't going to be the problem.
Right.
Yeah.
The locker room, the weight room, all that stuff coming together.
Yeah. And I like the fact that Liam prioritizes that. It's important that you stay here, you eat right, you train together as a unit, as a team. That's the only way you're going to get better.
Yeah, it was a finger. So I'm giving Matt the finger when I say it was Bashal too. And he had a finger, had surgery.
Finger, okay.
Yeah, surgery on it. I'm just channeling my best Rick Ballou, inner Ballou right here. He's got a finger.
He's got a finger.
He's got a finger. And so
it wasn't a groin, is what you're saying.
No, but two games missed because, and I remember talking to Gio about this, because first off, running backs, every helmet is heading right towards the ball, and you're carrying the ball. How in the world do you do that with a coming off of a little surgery to repair the finger? And he was able to get back out. So yeah, you're right. Just stay healthy. Be that dude. All right. So my next of the XLP Big Three, I saw in the corner the big target, Tanner Koziel, Koz, as we call him on XL Primetime. Just an easy guy to throw the ball to in the corner, and he just towered over a defender. It was kind of like Wemby over Karl Anthony Towns last night. That's how, I mean, he just towered over him, and that's the type of target. If you have that guy in the corner of the end zone, you can deliver the football.
I believe that was a P from Joey Aguilar, too.
Yeah.
Who was just throwing P's out there, man.
It was nice. It was good to see.
He's got an arm, man. He's got an arm. He can fit it. He can fit balls into tight places. There's no doubt.
Yeah. And who doesn't want that, honestly? And so when you think about it, that's the target that you're looking for. Both him and Club Nate, both of them. Coz, all right, your final XLP.
All right, my final one initially was going to be BTJ and Trevor, but I'm going to Anton Harrison. I'm watching over there. He's going against Trayvon Walker. He's laying some wood to him. I'm noticing that he is coming into his own with his confidence and knowing he's a good right tackle, and then Will Anderson smooching on him, which I don't like, don't appreciate.
It still was a high praise.
Yeah, but I don't like it. Keep it to yourself. But Anton Harrison, I think he has the potential. And every time I do this, I always scar them when I say they have an all-pro potential. I want to say it, but I think this kid has got the goods to be one of the better right tackles in the league.
All right, good. I like hearing that because you know what you're looking for. Yeah. And if you're talking about a guy in that vein, that's recognition coming from a guy who did the work. That's for sure. Last of your big three, Matt.
All right, so the last of my big three, it's the most important one. It's Trevor.
Yeah.
He looks very sharp, man. Again, pads aren't on. We got a lot going on here, but he looks sharp. And I think if he gets his second year under Liam Cohen or with Liam Cohen, I guess is the best way to say it. If he does what Baker Mayfield did in his second year, because remember, Baker was kind of with Liam with the Rams for a few games, however many games that was. You're now at the point now where this system is built around him. And it was more built for Baker when he first got there with the Bucs. So now the system is built around him. The players, they've got pieces around him now, right? If BTJ becomes the guy that he was his first year, if Travis Hunter is the guy they envision him to be, you're talking about a guy that's got a lot of weapons and a guy that could have a monster season. Monster.
Yeah.
Like bigger than Leon's. What was your 39 touchdowns? Which you were one off, by the way. Total touchdowns.
Yeah, it was 4,239 touchdowns and 6 picks.
So you were off by one. We decided to allow you the total touchdowns.
Thank you.
You were like, we gave you the Sorsby.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. The Sorsby deal.
Yeah.
Correct.
We tossed you a Sorsby.
But yes, but if that's the case, he'll be well over 40 touchdowns, passing and rushing. Come on, well over. I mean, he will have an MVP worthy year. Like last year, and people forget this, and I know everyone forgets this all the time, especially people outside this city. He was a finalist for the MVP last year.
Yeah, he really came on
one of the 5
strong.
finalists for the MVP last year.
At the end of the year, he came on strong, and that's what you're looking for it to bridge from last year to this year and be even better. And like I said, Project 16 is not done.
No.
The ceiling has not been hit yet, all that type of stuff. My last one is just simply looking at the run game as a whole. I do think that what we're seeing from LeQuint, along with Bashal and Jamari Taylor, these other guys I want to include in the conversation because that's what they're going to do. It's going to be by committee, and they are determined to prove that they can run the football, change what defenses can or want to do to them, walk up safeties, and then hit big plays off of it. That's really what I'm looking forward to. All right, so let's keep it going on that vein. 641-1010. You guys hit the text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Let's also get to some Sorsby effing BS, okay? Because that's what they're saying. Actual ADs on record saying this is effing BS. So we will get into that coming up on XLP.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford Mobile Service. Game-ready service right to your driveway. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
Yeah, I know how awful it is to get injured, but not like my friend Tom who got rear-ended last year. Tom McManus here. Morgan & Morgan can help you. They're the largest personal injury law firm in the nation. 1,000 lawyers, 100 offices across the nation, and over $30 billion recovered. And guess what? They don't get a single penny unless you do. A proven track record with backup. Hard to find these days, but not with Morgan & Morgan. For the people, that's right. Get injured due to someone's neglect, get paid. Dial Pound Law or check out forthepeople.com.
Do you ever notice how everything in your house works right up until it doesn't? One minute you're fine, then the next minute the AC's struggling, the drain's backing up, and now you've got a problem on your hands. That's when you make the smart play. Call Duck Duck Rooter. 3 expert teams, plumbing, septic, and air conditioning, ready to step in, fix it right, and get everything back under control. And right now, take $50 off any service of $225 or more. Don't let a small issue turn into a big loss. Stay ahead of it. When you're stuck, call Duck Duck Rooter, 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
It's Josie for Wingstop, and they just dropped the boneless meal deal for 2. 20 boneless wings, choice of 4 flavors, a large fry, 2 dips, all for just $16.99. Now, it's a limited time. Take advantage of it, especially with the World Cup coming up. And so while you're out there just crushing the deal, make sure you get into Club Wingstop. It's the loyalty program from Wingstop. That means you get 10 points every single time you spend $1 at Wingstop. Sign up now at 1010xl.com/Wingstop. I'm locked in. You need to be locked in as well. The Wingstop deal. Join Club Wingstop. Just go to 1010xl.com/Wingstop.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jacks. Thank you for trusting us for 55 years of custom welding fabrication and vehicle towing accessories. When you need a trailer hitch for the family car, a gooseneck for the company truck, or even RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We can do a bumper hitch, fifth wheel hitch, anything for safe, reliable towing. Come to Cannons of Jacks, where service is our #1 priority and we treat our customers as we like to be treated. Check us out online, cannonsofjacks.com.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. Underwood has completed 75 years in business, and now you are starting your next 75 years. If you were going to simplify things, what is the single most important thing in Underwood's history, and what will be the most important thing in your future?
Frank, that's simple. Our honesty and integrity. You know, our founder, H.F. Underwood's favorite saying was, know the truth and tell the truth. That's why we're the longest-standing member of the American Gem Society in Florida. Because we know you have to have the knowledge about gemstones before you can tell the truth about them. That's why we continue to educate our staff through the Gemological Institute of America and the American Gem Society. In fact, today, Underwoods has the largest American Gem Society credentialed staff of professionals east of the Mississippi River. So come by and see why we're looking forward to the next 75 years and let one of our experts assist you.
That's at Underwoods, serving excellence since 1928. In San Marco, Avondale, the Shops of Ponte Vedra, Underwood Jewelers.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. Want to know when your body starts talking back on a golf course? Cart path only. Suddenly your ball is 80 yards across the fairway, you're hiking over there with 3 clubs, and by the time you get to it, you're not thinking birdie, you're wondering if the course has an urgent care, and that's the point. It's not just a scorecard, it's the whole day. Walking 18 without feeling like you're in a survival show. bending down to read a putt without making that noise, getting home and still having enough left for the kids, the yard, the cooler, all of it. That's why Awaken 180 makes sense. It's a medication-free solution with weekly weight loss, support, and yes, free support for life. You may not fix your slice overnight, but drop 30, 40, even 50 pounds, and the game, life after the game, feels better. Take strokes off your game by taking pounds off your frame. Make the call, 844-346-1800, or online at awaken180weightloss.com.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Time to drop some college knowledge on XL Primetime. Brought to you by Modelo, the official beer of the College Football Playoff.
This is a perfect way to segue from college knowledge with Modelo to football, as we will be at Casa Maria, Jack's Beach, for the first day of World Cup. And JJ, I wish you were with us because you're the soccer man. And
Mexico plays.
Yeah, and you don't mind.
Thursday.
Yes, and so that's the first match.
Arriba!
I will be so fired up. And I'm asking you, if you don't mind, like if you could help us learn some soccer songs on Thursday.
Oh, wow. Well, the Mexicans, they have a chant that you're not allowed to say on the radio, and they have to pause the game all the time because of it. Yeah. So I won't teach you the main one, but maybe some other ones.
Now, JJ, I was asked by people at the watering hole, will you be doing your podcast this weekend? Because they want
Yes. So I am having a immediate reaction to the United States Paraguay game, excuse me.
Paraguay.
Friday night. So the game starts around 9-ish. So probably right around the end, probably around 11 o'clock, late night. Stay up with me,
That's so
JH.
cool.
Nice.
And this is kind of like, he's a late night, just like Baloo into the night. So this is perfect for him.
Like the Quiet Storm, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I won't be, this is probably the first time ever I won't have a drink when the United States is playing in the World Cup. I'll just be sober, me taking notes, ready for the show.
Kind of like me honky-tonking without
yeah,
any,
exactly.
and you
It's
watching
crazy. It's a
soccer
new
without
me.
it. All right, so we'll be looking forward to it. But ole, ole, ole. I'll just be singing that as much as I can on Thursday. Casa Maria, Jack's Beach. Hopefully you guys will come out for XLP, or at a bare minimum, Modelo will be out there later on handing out swag and beer specials, bucket specials, and all that. That'll be going on at Casa Maria. So we hope that we see you. So with Modelo, let's talk about this. It's FNBS, man. And that is what an athletic director told Ross Dellinger. And Matt, you were right there with Ross and all the other guys that are covering this sport. But when the news came down that Brendan Sorsby, a judge handing down an injunction and an actual penalty, which is unheard of, that the judge can do that instead of the NCAA, a 2-game suspension, and now the Kansas State athletic director, Gene Taylor, has come out and said it's effing BS.
And he's also wondering if they should play Texas Tech.
Yeah.
As are many Big 12 ADs right now wondering if they should play Texas Tech. Now, here's the thing. They are going to play Texas Tech because ESPN and Fox will not let them not play Texas Tech.
And they're not on the schedule with them this year.
That's part of, the Big 12 teams is what I mean. Because that's part of the media rights deal. And they're not going to torpedo their media rights deal, which is shaky at best anyway, just because they want to teach Texas Tech a lesson. And I'm not sure they could do that anyway, because the temporary relief is what they're calling it. That's Sorsby got. The judge made it very clear that the NCAA or any of its satellite operations, in other words, the Big 12,
satellite operations,
can take proactive response against him. Okay. Now
you have to.
Here's the key. There's one group that can take proactive response against him and not be affected by this ruling. It's the college football playoff, because the college football playoff is not sanctioned by or governed by the NCAA.
Yeah.
It's the only college sport championship that is not run by the NCAA. So they technically are not part of the NCAA. Now, the Board of Governors that runs the college football playoff is a group of 11 university presidents.
Okay.
So I could see where this judge or an attorney for Texas Tech or for Sorsby could argue this, that, well, there's 11 university presidents as the board of governors. Clearly, they're associated with the NCAA, even though they are not. They were set up that way to not be associated with the NCAA. So the CFP could say, if you play Brendan Sorsby, you are not eligible to play in our playoff. You can play him all you want. You can go 12-0. You're not in our playoff.
But that has to happen before the season.
Prior to the season. Correct. Now, and can it happen? Yes. In fact, I was talking to let's just say a very big power conference source yesterday.
Yeah.
And he said they're already looking at it. So it's already a possibility that could be the road they travel if Texas Tech doesn't finally say, all right, this is ridiculous. This is now crossed over to anything we ever could have imagined.
This Lubbock judge will never have to buy another beer in Lubbock.
And it was a Tarrant County judge anyway. It wasn't Lubbock County because the original Lubbock County judge he recused himself. Here's the thing. The Nebraska's athletic director has already gone on record saying we're not going to schedule Texas Tech in any sport. Georgia's athletic director said the same thing. The Big Ten is meeting today and could decide as a conference to not schedule Texas Tech in any sport moving forward. Yeah. And if they do it, the SEC and the ACC will do it. And once that happens, then Texas Tech will have no other alternative other than to say, look, you can't play.
So they're trying to squeeze. What's your reaction?
I mean, the scrutiny of it is, let's think about his teammates. I mean, every time he's in the game and he audibles, he fumbles, he throws an interception.
You've got a story. You need to tell the story.
Yeah, I'm going to tell the story because I had a teammate of mine at the University of Miami. I'm not going to say his name. I'm going to put him out the blast. But he used to steal money and jewelry from us, right? And so when we got into
actual teammate in the locker room,
right? Erickson had to suspend him, brought him back for the Notre Dame game.
By the way, I think you put him on blast the last time you told the story.
Well, no, I don't want to be a repeat offender.
You didn't say everybody.
I want to be a repeat offender. Yeah. So he suspended him 2 games before the Notre Dame game. We go to Notre Dame and play him. Number 2 in the country. He fumbles twice inside the 5. So in our mind, we say,
bro, you just outed him.
Yeah. So in my mind, if you can steal,
who was the mole inside the Sopranos? That's this guy, right?
Yeah, that's me. So if you can steal from your teammates,
you can't trust them.
You can't trust them.
Yeah,
I agree.
You can't trust him in any capacity. So you're looking at this cat. He didn't steal anything. He bet on his teams, but when he gets in games and he throws picks and he fumbles and he audibles and all other kind of stuff, you as a teammate, how can you not think that?
100%. I feel like it now.
Yes.
As Matt was describing yesterday, he's going to Sorsby's going to get ripped with all these away stadiums that he has to go into. That's coming. But inside that locker room, eyes are going to be on him all the time.
All the time, bro.
Yeah, the pressure on this kid, first off, he hasn't been that good in pressure games anyway.
Mm-hmm.
The last 2 years in November, he's 0-8 as a starter. Has not won a November game.
Is that bad?
So, yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah. So he's already dealing with some stuff. He's a talented guy. He's got a lot of tools. There's no doubt about it. He was considered the number 1 player in the transfer portal. But you throw all this stuff on top of it,
yeah,
where he's now considered literally the Antichrist of college sports, which is what he's considered right now.
Well, yeah, in a lot of ways.
I don't know if he's Beelzebub.
He's close to being Beelzebub. I'll tell you that, right? I don't think I've ever seen college sports rally around one thing together in unison.
Okay, so let's pair that up with what Nick Saban had to say. We'll play his comments coming up here in just a second. But I want you to remember what you just said. We'll say it again in just a second, and then play what Nick's saying, because even though this looks like it is one of the lowest points, is there anything that's truly going to be done about it? We'll get into that coming up. It's XL Primetime.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford. Feel the roar and chase the wind to victory lane.
Through 3 and 4.
This Sunday at Pocono Raceway.
3 wide for the lead. 1 lap to go.
Powered by the Plumbers and Pipefitters Local Union 234 on your NASCAR station. 1010 XL.
Key Buick GMC, proudly family owned and operated since 1943. Come see why we are North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. KeyBuickGMC.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
My son had a meniscus surgery a couple years ago. Went smooth as silk, was playing tennis in 2 weeks. This is Patrick Malarkey, and I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Our son Eric's a Division I collegiate baseball pitcher who is having shoulder pain. We took him to Southeast Orthopedic Specialists and are confident that he's now on the road to recovery. This is Beth Anderson, and we love the care Eric receives at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
My name is Savannah, and I was looking for a way to track my fitness results in a tangible way. I chose DexaFit Jacksonville because I wanted real, measurable results. After one quick DEXA scan, I knew my exact body fat, muscle mass, visceral fat, and even bone density. No guessing, just data. It gave me a clear baseline so I can now set my goals and track my progress with a lot of confidence. If you want real insight into your body, I highly recommend DexaFit Jacksonville. Book your scan today at jacksonville.dexafit.com.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
Hi, I'm Blake Bortles. People know I've always said if I wasn't playing football, I'd probably be on a construction site. So Next Gen Roofing finally let me live the dream.
Blake, why are you wearing a red practice jersey?
Always worn it for safety.
Right. Well, around here, the red jersey means you're the new guy, so you're in charge of garbage cleanup.
Perfect. I love garbage time. Always excelled in it.
It's not exactly what I
Good
meant.
thing Next Gen Roofing has real pros handling everything from family homes to large commercial buildings. Next Gen, teamed up with you.
Teamed up with you. Bueller, stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, I haven't seen you in a while, pal. Where have you been?
Out on the town, every night.
Way to go, Tiger.
Well, it's a bit of a mystery, Jason. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm getting all these Visa gift cards in the mail. I'm spending them as fast as I can, but...
Wait, you're getting random gift cards in the mail?
$25, $100. I'm buying drinks, I'm buying dinner. I don't think I'm cut out to be a social butterfly, Jason.
Pal, those are from our Bueller Air and Plumbing referral program.
They are?
Yeah. If you recommend Bueller Air and Plumbing to a friend or family member and they book us for a service call, we send you a $25 Visa gift card as a thank you. And if we install a new system, we send a $100 gift card.
So if I take a girl out and tell her about Bueller, I might get enough to take another girl out and tell her about Bueller?
I mean, it's not the worst idea you've had.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Jumbo Shrimp Baseball is home this week and weekend at VyStar Ballpark. Join us tomorrow for Wear at Home Wednesday with a free t-shirt giveaway, followed by Coors Light Thirsty Thursday. They'll light up the night sky with a post-game drone show on Friday, plus a beach bag giveaway on Saturday, courtesy of Ascension St. Vincent's. Get your tickets now at jackshrimp.com. Affordable, family, fun.
Attention golfers. The all-new Back 9 Golf Lakewood is now open with free hour demos, discounts on founding memberships, 24-hour access, and you can even bring your own food and drinks. University in San Jose. Back 9 Golf Lakewood.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
The sounds of Journey in there, JJ is banging out the hits. I learned to appreciate when I hear the keyboards and all the other instruments with the trip to CMA Fest this past weekend. And it looks like JJ is in there playing the keyboards right now, swear to God. What do you got, bro?
I got a pair of tickets to see Voyage, the music of Journey, live at the Florida Theater. That's my...
Hit your post.
All right. I know where I'll be June 11th, live at the Florida Theater to see Voyage, the music of Journey. Get your tickets now at floridatheater.com or be car number 4 at 641-1010, and I will hook you up.
All right, that's awesome. Definitely check that out because Journey, one of the great bands, that's for sure. So let's get back into what we just said. Matt, repeat what you just said about the...
I said I've never seen...
polarizing effect.
I've never seen the college sports ecosystem.
Right.
To use a phrasing of...
The Jimmy Gladstone's phrase. Yeah.
Align against one thing. I've never seen it. Never.
Right.
Like, the only people that are for it are the people it benefits, which is Texas Tech. Never in my life have I seen this. And it's vehement, and there's a lot of vitriol, and there's a lot of people that this might be it for them.
And it was pretty immediate too. Yesterday.
Like it might be. Look, I'm not going to games anymore. This is ridiculous. It might. For there will be some people like that.
Yeah.
Unless this thing changes.
Yeah, but it sounds hypocritical because you allow sports betting in college sports.
Yeah.
So I mean, how you gonna demonize the kid? Which y'all brought it into.
Wait one
y'all
second.
brought the food to the table so he could eat.
What?
You brought gambling into college sports to gamble.
He signed a affidavit every single year
NCAA's
that
dead.
says, "I know I cannot gamble on sports."
NCAA's dead. They don't rule. They don't govern anything.
So there's no personal accountability for Brendan Sorsby at all.
There is, but I'm just saying you're going to demonize this kid based upon the fact that it's
not demonize him.
You are. You just called him Beelzebub. I said you're going to
You
Beelzebub.
called him the Antichrist.
You called him the
earlier.
Antichrist just a few minutes ago.
I said he's going to be treated like he's like seen as the Antichrist. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So by a lot of people think this is the death of college sports because of this.
I just say this: they always want to blame the kid, but everybody's greedy and got their hands in everybody else when it comes to gambling. And you want to expect the kid not to get when it's available to them.
Do I want to expect the kid to not do the right thing? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, you can say both ways. You want money to gamble on college sports, but then you blame
Who wants money to gamble on college sports?
Who doesn't gamble on college sports?
I don't gamble on college sports.
I raised my hand.
I gamble enough for Matt and me combined.
Thank you.
This
You
must be
allowed it to happen.
my
You
point
you don't think that the kid's going to get a little dirty when?
Here's the thing: states have voted to allow all this in now.
Well, first off, wait. It's not that the kid's getting a little dirty. He's part of the sport. He is a critical factor within the sport.
Absolutely.
He signed something every year saying he
Third
knows
string
this.
backup. Go ahead.
He knows this and will not gamble.
Yeah. You know what it is right now?
Because gambling, I don't care what sport you live. If you're a player and you're gambling, I don't care what sport you're gambling on. You get into debt. Hang on. You get into debt, okay? Then you get so into debt that you can't pay it off. And then all of a sudden they say, look, you can't pay it off, but you can throw that game, or
Which
you
is
can give
what
us
Leon
inside
brought up
information.
earlier.
You can give us inside information on this team that will help us bet.
Well, guess what? They advertise alcohol too at college. I guess there's no kids under 21 that don't drink.
Bro,
in college.
you can't compare these two.
Why
Come on, it's the integrity. You're talking about the integrity of the game
I'm asking
right
you a
now.
question. Do they advertise alcohol during college games? And I'm sure there's no kid under 21 that drinks.
Yeah, keggers, having keggers at frat
I mean,
houses.
sure there are,
So, but
bro.
that's
But
okay,
that's
sure.
right, because that doesn't mess with the integrity of the game.
This guy's got a hangover. It does mess with the
I'm with
integrity.
Matt.
Yeah,
You guys
I
gotta
know.
be kidding
I'm
me.
with Matt.
I cannot believe you guys are actually arguing.
No, I don't.
There's
Listen,
no
Leon.
personal accountability for this kid.
No,
I'm
we're
not
even.
I'm justifying anything he did.
Yeah, what I'm doing.
I
is
think you are. It kind of sounds like you are.
I'm saying that those vices are sat at the table.
Let me tell you something. When Texas Tech is playing Miami in the playoff, Leon's going to be going, we should never be playing this team.
Never.
But here's the other part of it, and kind of Leon playing this particular role is that this is what's happened to this sport. It is now the Ricky Bobby NASCAR Bible rule book that's out there, okay? Everything that you say or read in the rule book that says you can't do apparently is tolerated. Nothing is sanctioned anymore. There are no rules. There are no sins. There are no suspensions. There are no sit your fanny down.
Well, he's suspended for 2 games.
Yeah, exactly. Abilene Christian.
Joe, those are also. See,
so,
you're trying to blur the line right now
No, I'm
because
not.
yes, you are, because those are all functional aspects of the sport. It's eligibility, right? Okay, it's player movement. It's how much money you're going to be paid to play. It has nothing to do with gambling on the sport, the very team you're playing for.
I know exactly what you're saying. You keep going back to that, and it's not like anyone's contesting that or arguing that.
Right, and I'm telling you, there's a huge difference between the problems in the sport right now, and there are many.
Countless.
And gambling.
When you make it so a guy like me will question certain things when you're watching, that's way different than me being upset that a guy is able to play in this last year eligibility. You know,
Okay,
when
but
I'm questioning whether this is a real thing I'm watching.
Right. Okay, so
that
the other part of it
crosses the line for me.
Sure. The other part of it, though, is if this guy...
And I'm not saying he threw games.
Right.
I'm just saying maybe
Right,
that's what some people might think.
Well,
if
you're not
you
saying
have
he
guys
threw
like
games,
this in
but
the
do you
league.
know?
No,
He
I
didn't play
don't.
'em.
Exactly.
He
I
didn't
don't
play
mean
the games.
Well, okay, first off,
Again,
just because he didn't admit to betting against in games when he played at Cincinnati doesn't mean anything.
He already lied once.
He's already lied once, number one. Number two, all you need is a burner phone.
Yeah, but
all you need is a burner phone and a burner email account, and you can do it.
Or guess what, people?
Or set up one of your
Before
friends.
these accounts, we had actual bookies.
Yes.
Like, what's to say he wasn't actually betting through a bookie, which
and
we would
by the
never
way,
find out about?
I told you guys this in the break. The last 2 years, 0-8 in games played in November.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
0-8.
Yeah, everybody. There are so many opportunities.
You don't have to play that music for that, okay? Believe me.
Do you think like November's when he was really in debt and he like always had to get it
November
back?
is the push for the playoff,
and when he needs to catch up.
Cincinnati started 7-1 last year, by the way.
Yeah. If he's down 90 and needed to catch up, that's when you catch up. And the other part of it, when you think
I'm
about...
not insinuating anything. It's there. It's right there.
When you see this one rise to this level, you can't help but think how many other dudes on teams that are out there that have bookies instead of a betting app.
Which impacts the integrity of the sport.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yes. And you could draw a line and say, hey, do you remember when they said there was shock and awe that 4 people did steroids in the entire game of baseball? Those were the only 4 A-butts that did it. And then you find out everyone was doing it. Same exact
Pitchers.
thing. You might, yeah.
We used to just be like, oh my, all these home runs. It's like, well, actually, everyone's juicing.
All right, real quick, play Nick Saban, because this does apply to the world that we are in right now, as he was talking to
This is pre the Sorsby ruling, even.
Yeah, this was early last week, in front of Congress, basically just handing it to college in the problems that exist right now.
Right now in college football, we have no rules. We have state laws. We have different in every state. We have litigation. The NCAA cannot enforce their own rules because every time they try to enforce the rule, there's a lawsuit. I mean, an example would be Ole Miss's quarterback. They say he can't play next year. He's playing next year because of litigation. So, but this is just the way it is. It's become an arm race. Who spends the most has got the best chance to win. But I think it's a race to the bottom because if you don't spend to win, you lose your fan base and you don't have any revenue.
I don't like that he's mixing those two things.
But still, the race to the bottom is real because this goes back to one of the things that this is probably what initially led him right out the door.
By the way, Ole Miss taking another stray there.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? You can point it from T-Town to
Well, he
Oxford.
he would know about spending the winning.
Yeah. Well, he
would.
did.
No doubt, he did.
And they were very crafty. Okay.
Yeah.
But the thing is that now.
So was Miami.
Yeah. Everyone was crafty.
So was Florida.
Yeah.
So was Florida State. So was Georgia. They all did it.
But the thing that burned him up a little bit is player control, which basically took a lot of coaching control away or lessened it. And then the amount of money that Alabama boosters were willing to give versus everybody else and what they were willing to give. And it frustrated the heck out of him. All right, so let's go into the 1 o'clock hour. Get back to Jaguars minicamp. One of our coaches, Coach Duff, popping in. We'll have both sides of the ball with him on a live streaming podcast later as well.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford. Your home team's radio home.
To the 25, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown!
1010XL, home of the Jaguars.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Homeowners, is your home storm ready? Now during the storm season sale at Renewal by Anderson, you buy one window or door and get one 40% off. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. There's never been a better time to protect your home before the next storm. But this offer ends June 30th. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Don't miss the Bari Breakdown with Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime, Wednesdays around 1:35 for the latest in sports injuries from all the big names in the game. Who's MIA, who's coming back? Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime, Wednesdays at 1:35 on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Got a dent or a scratch that needs fixing? San Jose Collision in Mandarin offers expert auto body repair and works with all insurance. Family owned and locally trusted. San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hey guys, Hicken here. You know Zero Res won't let rising gas prices stop you from having a clean and healthy home. Flash sale time, baby. Oh yeah, call and book Zero Res this week. You get 3 rooms carpet cleaned for $149 and you get a 4th room for free. Flash sale, a no-brainer if you have 4 rooms in your house. Flash sale also includes $75 off air duct cleaning. So this week only, visit ZeroResJacksonville.com and tell them 1010XL sent you for the flash sale.
Zero Res. Checkmate.
I'm Brendan Cecilia, founder of Checkmate Coatings.
And I'm Chester, Checkmate mascot and cultural ambassador.
Summer is a perfect time to have your garage floor coating installed. With our chemicals drying even faster in the warmer weather, it's a busy time for us, but we can still keep our prices surprisingly affordable.
And with 0% financing available, you can enjoy your floor now and pay for it later.
And Chester can enjoy his fancy British tea that I have to pay for.
I do enjoy a nice Darjeeling, Brendan, and the quality is important.
And at Checkmate, the highest quality is our minimum standard.
On flooring and tea.
Gorgeous garage floors?
Check. Perfect installation?
Check. Easy payment options that make your great new floor affordable? Checkmate.
Transforming your floors, making them great. Checkmate.
Visit CheckmateCoatings.com. That's CheckmateCoatings.com.
What U.S. state has an island inhabited by monkeys? The answer next.
For over 20 years, Southern Oak Insurance has given Floridians a better alternative to their current homeowners policy. See what you can get with Southern Oak. Log on to southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
South Carolina is home to one of the country's most unusual animal colonies. More than 3,000 monkeys living on a secluded island.
Southern Oak Insurance, our family protecting yours.
Hello, all you Jacksonville sports fans. Don here from Taco Lou. If you're in the mood for some great tacos, cold Dos Equis, maybe even a sip of some fine tequila, then the Lou is calling your name. Come out to Jack's Beach and experience what many have dubbed the #1 taco in the 904. There are plenty of great taco joints in town, and we're proud to have been around for this long, and we have only you, the fine people of Jacksonville, to thank for helping us grow and become who we are today. Cheers to you, Jacksonville, and thank you from the Lou crew. Taco Lou in Jacksonville Beach.
Preparation for the season begins now. 1010XL's coverage of this year's organized team activities is brought to you by Cash Building Material, Windows Done Right, and Dexafit Jacksonville. Know your body, transform your life.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm RJ Saunders for 1010XL. This update brought to you by Zero Res. The local media has had an opportunity to take a glance at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, Jacksonville, it's your first chance to get a look at your 2026 ball club. The team's June 10th mandatory minicamp practice is open to the public. If you want to catch them live, make sure to lock in your seats. Gates will open at 8 a.m. Practice will run from about 8:40 to 10:55 a.m. Right now, 84 degrees at 103. Time and 10 brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch. We know what cool sounds like. XL Primetime. But what does it feel like? Find out at FloridaHomeAC.com. 1010XL.
We are hanging out, having a good time. 1 o'clock hour is hit. We've got one of our coaches, Mark Duffner, back from a little vacay and then right back on the grass watching Jaguars minicamp. We will do both sides of the ball with him a little bit later on our social channels. But, Coach, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. And, boy, It was great to be out there this morning, that's for sure.
It gets you fired up. Big Sirs, I know you, even though you weren't crazy about the heat and two-a-days and all that stuff you had back in the day, anytime you see ball, you get fired up.
I was excited. I was.
Yeah.
You know, I was just pouting a little bit. That's all.
And it's you know what he wanted, Coach? He did not want that light breeze. He didn't want that overcast sky.
I didn't.
How lucky were we? We had cloud cover out there. I mean, there was even a little sprinkle at one point.
Yeah.
So, I mean, far different than it's going to be here in late July, August.
Oh, you better believe it. All right. So, surface level here, Coach. Go with kind of, you were at rookie mini camp. Now you're seeing them again. Matt's already said the physical conditioning, the in shape, the tempo. Leon commented there was never really kind of any wasted time. What did you take?
Exactly what has already been said. I mean, I would echo those comments. I was impressed at the rookie minicamp, which was day 2 for the rookies, and the efficiency, the activity, the energy on the field. And today the same. I mean, there was no, but you see a confident team out there. I mean, I saw a good individual period, good team drills, good unit work, alignment and assignment drills. And then when they got to competitive periods, it looks like a team in midseason form. So kudos to everybody. They're all bought in. You don't see any lollygagging. You don't see any wandering. You don't see any busts. You see a pretty confident, efficient team right now that's competing pretty strongly to get better and better. So again, kudos to everybody. It's a well done. You also see guys that look like they want to be there. Sometimes around this time of year, late in the off-season program, they're kind of, the cars may be running out in the parking lot. I don't feel that at all. I think these guys are certainly bought into what the plan is. They're excited about what they have to achieve and are anxious to get to it.
Now, Coach, I saw Liam in a presser a couple of weeks ago. We're actually in a team meeting where he said, "Listen, we're going to attack this thing with every drill, every practice." I just love his word choice. The fact that he's saying that we didn't do anything last year. We had a great season, but this season is more important, and we're going to attack everything. I just love the fact that he said that.
Well,
every drill, every practice.
And I'm with you. And sometimes words are said, but it's actions that are louder than words. In a lot of ways. And I see the action. I say that they are attacking it. You see that right now. You hear that in terms of what the energy and effort is in terms of the practice plan, and then. I like what Josh Hines-Allen said recently, where he said, hey, we got a taste of it last year. We want more. I got that feeling listening to him talk about his individual goals for the upcoming season and what he thinks they are collectively for the team.
All right, so this kind of happened around the final third of the practice. I know you saw it. We all saw it.
Yeah.
But, man, what a, stark thing to see when BTJ ran that deep dig and just leaped and got that ball in between 2 defenders, came down, stuck a move, bang, the end zone.
Oh, let me tell you, no, I was right with you. It was a wow. It was a wow play. I mean, he climbed the ladder and went up and got that sucker, and terrific play. I mean, it's kind of caught everybody in that building or in the practice field. And then, again, he made a catch in the end zone that he fought like hell to keep, and I would have had to see the replay, but it was a hell of an effort on a throw. That was a tough catch to make, and he fought through it, and I think he made it. Now somebody else.
You do think he caught it?
Well, I think he did.
Well,
but all I do know is he held on to it. I mean, whether they would have said anything about it being a catch or not, I just like the finish and the effort and the focus and the focus that he had.
Yes, and real quick, Joe, and the fact that the oohing and on was from his teammates.
No, without a doubt. No.
They were oohing and on.
And see, and that's when it's genuine. When it comes not from me or you or somebody else, but when you see the teammates cheering him on and encouraging him and complimenting him and him doing it with other guys. Now we got something.
And this wasn't a double catch, but he lost the grip on it and then went for it.
Yeah,
went back after it.
And a tough catch now. That wasn't some routine deal. That was in the, I mean, shit, he damn near went into the stands and
the one in the end zone, you mean?
Yeah.
And then I don't mind, JJ, if you hit it that right now for this, because this is crucial.
That just happened. Brought to you by Florida Home AC.
He almost took Hacker out. He almost took him out.
Well,
and Hacker, I don't know. These were some baller moves from Awaken 180, but he got out of the way.
We're all man's man here, right?
He got out of the way, didn't he, Coach?
Yeah, he did. He showed good agility, good fluidity as far as his movement skills are concerned.
He almost did a plyometric move.
Well,
almost.
Pre-Awaken, he probably wouldn't have been able to pull
he goes down hard
Yeah, his knee would have been shredded. Okay, Mike Dempsey's walking around with one arm. It would have been Hacker with one knee.
Went down hard.
Yeah, exactly.
No doubt.
All right, so as we get to a couple of other things that jumped out.
Now, Coach, I think Trevor has looked sharp and crisp all camp. So what's your assessment? He's been on point.
Similar. I mean, I would just say to you, I mean, from what I saw jumping aboard in August of last year to what I see right now and what I see from the total team, the coaches have got to be elated and loving it right now because, again, you're seeing real confidence out there. It's not talk, like I said. It's execution. When you can see confident execution, the ball going where it's supposed to go and people running routes they're supposed to and the defense lining up like they should.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, again, I'm not saying we're ready to win the world championship yet, but I know I like the progress that they put on the field so far and what I saw today.
Yeah. I mean, nor mine. I'm not, and I totally get that this is just no pads.
Yeah.
The majority of it's 7-on-7. But I'm telling you right now, they have a backup quarterback now that's got a hose, that has an absolute hose that can make any throw. I don't know what's going to happen with Aguilar. I don't even know if he beats Bradley out. I think both those two are probably going to push to see who's going to be the practice squad guy. But, man, you've got a legit dude now that can make every throw.
Well, let me make it clear to you. That's exactly what I said after seeing the second practice, but first time I saw the rookies. I mean, this guy's got...
He's big.
He's great.
He got a hose.
Very good-looking athlete. Has confidence also out there, has picked up, I think, their system pretty quickly. You don't see any stumbling around or, hands up and all this type of thing. I mean, I like the looks of the guy. I would love to have a quarterback like that in camp in our team in terms of competing to be the backup and going against our defense.
Danny Thompson, our quarterback guru, said this yesterday, and I believe him. If he got that extra year of eligibility, he played at Tennessee this year, he'd be a guy that was picked
real high.
Maybe even day one.
Yeah, first off, drafted number one period instead of being undrafted.
Yeah.
And then you're
He'd
right.
be
Who
day
knows
one, day
where?
two pick, no doubt.
Yeah.
He's got all the physical tools from what the naked eye can say. And then when you see what he did in terms of even the 1 year at Tennessee where he led an offense that
productive.
ran more production out the I mean, yes, sir. I mean, high tempo offense that to do that, you've got to understand and know a lot. And he demonstrates all that.
Passing concepts. Yes, absolutely.
Amen.
Yes.
All right, a couple of other things that we will get into real quick coming up in the next seg. Just the idea of this whole thing coming together, not having to go through it. And we probably have asked you this question before, but year one, you had to learn everything that Liam was about in this coaching staff. Now they have all that under their belt. So let's get into that coming up and kind of get an idea of where we think they can go. We got Coach Mark Duffner with us, one of our coaches with both sides of the ball. We'll do a streaming show later on. If you guys want to shoot a question our way for Duff, do it. 641-1010. Hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures.
XL Primetime, driven by big #1 Duval Ford, the #1 place to buy your next vehicle.
If you come with us, you're in this life for good.
This is it. Yeah, this is it. This is what?
1010XL.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnick Chevrolet is proud to be a 9-time Chevrolet Dealer of the Year recipient, the only dealership in Northeast Florida to ever win this prestigious award. Trust me, I know this. I've been dealing with Nimnick forever, and they really are that good. For 3 generations, Nimnick's been the place customers keep coming back to. Customers like me, treating you right, giving the most back to our community, more choices and better prices. It's just the best place to buy cars, and I can promise you that. So who gives you the best experience when you're buying a car? Nobody but Nimnick. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Hear the unmistakable sound of legendary guitarist and vocalist Tom Kiefer of Cinderella. Friday, June 12th at Florida Theater. Tom Kiefer of Cinderella. With special guest, LA Guns. Hear all the hits. Get tickets now at the Florida Theater box office and floridatheater.com. Produced by Elko Concerts Florida Theater.
He's covered the NFL for over 3 decades.
I know this wonderful game called football.
Catch CBS Sports senior NFL writer Pete Prisco Thursday afternoons on The Frangie Show. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles on 1010XL.
Best Bet St. Augustine's Ride to Riches giveaway is getting close. The action continues now through August 7th. Every hour of poker and table games played at Best Bet St. Augustine earns you a chance to win over $40,000 in cash and prizes, including a brand new side-by-side 4-seater all-terrain vehicle. Get to Best Bet St. Augustine. Visit bestbetjacks.com for details. That's bestbetjacks.com. And we'll see you in St. Augustine.
Homeowners running out of space in your kitchen, closets bursting at the seams, or maybe your bathroom just feels outdated and cluttered. At Harvest Construction and Remodeling, custom cabinets are what they do best. Owner Scott spent years as the main cabinet installer for one of the region's largest big box retailers. As a family man growing his own business, he brings that experience directly to homeowners like you. They'll create beautiful storage solutions that improve look, feel, and function. Visit harvestrenovations.com.
License number CRC 1331012.
too. Hey, Tony here from Tony D's New York Pizza. No time for lunch? I get it. Walk in, check out our lunch specials, and you're back out in minutes. Fast, hot, fresh, and ready to go. Tony D's New York Pizza. Quick, easy, and always fresh. Bay Meadows and $2.95.
Hey, this is Lauren Brooks. If you love your dad or husband, but their garage is a mess, well, I've got good news for you. Closets by Design's Father's Day sale is here. Imagine custom cabinets for tools and beach gear, storage walls that actually organize the chaos, and durable garage flooring that makes the whole space feel brand new. It's the perfect gift for just about any dad. Right now, get 40% off plus an extra 15% off with free installation. Make an appointment today to see their garage showroom on Phillips Highway or visit them online, closetsbydesign.com.
Bud Light and everyone at Anheuser-Busch want to remind you to get home safely every time. People are counting on you on the road and at home. Plan ahead with safe rides and don't forget to hydrate between beers. Bud Light encourages everyone to enjoy responsibly and socialize safely.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Ryan Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focus, fueled, fearless, Farah. This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
Hanging out with one of our coaches, Mark Duffner, coached linebackers here for a long time and a half century of coaching across the NFL and the college football world. So happy to have Coach Duff hanging out with us. You guys can hit the text line designed by Lifetime and closes at 641-1010. Big Sirs, Maddie, Joe C, and JJ. NBA now a 2-1 series lead for the Knickerbockers after San Antonio won last night. So we'll get back into that if we have time. But Coach, ask you the question right before the break, how much different is it when you basically have your entire staff together and your team coming back year two with the same group of guys plugging in information?
Well, it's night and day, really, or A to Z, because last year everything was new. Every coaches are trying to understand coaches, trying to understand players, understand installs, meaning what they're putting in. Day-to-day drills. I mean, everything was new. And now these players now clearly have from last season, a real good foundation of what their team schemes are all about, what their drills are all about, what their expectations are. And they're now just building on that. So this is when it really gets fun as a coach, because now you can really see development on a daily basis. Guys getting better because of their awareness and their intelligence of what's going on.
Coach, I remember in '96 when we made our little playoff run and everything that Coughlin put us through actually worked. And so the next year when we got a taste of the playoffs, we emphasized as veterans what he was all about. I think when Josh Hines Allen said it, now that we got a taste of it, he knows that it works. Now he can embark that on everybody else that comes through the program.
Absolutely. Right now, Coach has got a team room full of believers. All right, they're believers now. They're trusters. They like you said. There's nothing like the experience. And by the way, that wasn't a little playoff run. Those playoff runs are tough to get. I can tell you up front. And when you get them, you cherish them and you want more of them. So I feel like again they have unfinished business from last year. I think the team understands that. I know they want that. Yeah, last year's last year. It's in the rearview mirror. It's about now. But what they accomplished, that experience that is priceless. And the leadership that, like you were already just talking about, the veteran players that had that are going to really be pulling the rest along with the coaching staff to the goal of being a world champion.
So, I mean, I don't want to be the guy that has to say this, but somebody has to. It is.
You love being that guy.
I do.
Yeah.
I mean, you see Regis out there, and he's a small dude, man. Height wise, okay?
He's 6'1".
Big, he ain't 6'1". I don't care what. He ain't 6'1", bro. No way. Anyway, my point is, he's a short-statured cat who I look at him, and again, no pads.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like he's got to be a rare athlete to be somebody that's going to be an impact guy on that defensive line because I just see him getting swallowed up.
Yeah. No, so for what it's worth.
Right. See, I'm looking at Coach's notepad.
Okay.
It says Regis. First word on his notepad after Regis. Short.
Yeah. Anyway, now, let me just say this. So everybody's talked about not in pads right now, and that's when the game is played, and that's when it's won, et cetera. And especially for defensive linemen and offensive linemen, pads are critical for everybody. But I did watch the collegiate film on him, and I loved what I saw from a movement standpoint. I was talking to Leon, and Leon knows this better than anybody, that, when you have a deficiency in some area, whether it be strength, whether it be speed, whether it be height, whether it be length, whatever it is, you better have strengths in the other ones. And I did see good movement skills by him. He's going to have to take advantage of that going against the type of lines that certainly are in the league now and even have been in the past. I know he was a disruptor, a very active participator. You saw him finishing on the ball. He's going to have to take those traits and put those to good use against the current schemes that he's going to face in the NFL.
I feel like you can't hit every draft pick.
No, you can't.
And I'm not even setting him up for he ain't
a failure, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. All I'm saying is
we have no idea. But
he was a top 70 pick. Yeah. Is that right?
No, he was a top 100 pick.
Oh, it was easy. It was like 80. It was he was like their third pick.
No, it went Nate 56,
Nate.
80 was
he was their second pick. Nate, then him. He was their second pick.
That would have been 80th.
Yeah, 80th.
And then 88 was Pregnon.
Yeah.
And then Husky was the 100th.
Right. Yeah. And again, I don't know what he's going to be like with pads on. Leon and I were talking. Leon goes, bro, he's going to get swallowed, man. If he's not an elite athletic specimen, he's going to get swallowed.
Yeah, he will. I mean, he's going to have to use his movement. And maybe that's the reason why he was drafted, because of his movement. I mean, because in those trenches where you got, I'm just going to be, listen, if I saw him at a 3 technique, I'm licking my chops. I hate to say it. I'm sorry. I don't need to be disrespectful. I'm just saying, if you're not John Randall,
rare.
Yeah. If you're not rare,
Aaron Donald,
rare.
No, that's right. No, that's right. I can vouch for that over the years.
Coach Duffner, coached Cincinnati most recently, so you've seen a lot of dudes.
Oh yeah.
How big is that Oliver?
Not great.
Not that short.
No, not that short.
But he is listed as 6'1".
Yeah,
That's the only reason
all right, if you get Ed Oliver at him, or even close to that,
but let me say that I will say this to you, that I know that from coaching linebackers and running the defense, when I've got big guys that can knock the line back, that can force issues up front, it makes the defense better. And I'm not saying that he can't do that. I don't want to say that until I see him in pads, but I just know this much. I know that I've struggled in the past with smaller linemen, and you better move them to, if you have them sit in there, now these guys are in the lap of your linebackers and everything is in your laps, and we want to be in theirs. So again,
but you want your 3 to command double teams, right?
Yeah, I like Siragusa. I like Sam Adams. I like Big John and
Marcus Stroud.
Marcus Stroud. I loved being here with those guys. Let me make it clear.
I mean, Coach, the only really clear-cut advantage he could make is get underneath guards. That's it. I mean, because if he potentially plays high in any capacity, he's going to get washed.
Again, I want to see what comes up. I would suspect he's got some level of rush ability as an interior rusher, which which every team needs. You need to be able to really impact not just on the edge now where everybody looks all the time, but if you've got internal pressure ability, and if this guy can provide that right now, as far as that's concerned, hey, hallelujah. But I mean that's I think movement skills clearly are going to be what we're going to identify with him.
And I mean, and we're not looking for him to start.
Right.
We're just looking for him to be a good rotational
Good role
guy.
player.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
100% correct. Yep. And I'll tell you what, speaking of that now, they just signed this big Bohannon, I think that's his name, recently. I guess he came from Dallas, did he? It was, but he's a good-looking guy. I mean, again, all we're doing is looking at him really in shorts and T-shirts out there as far as that's concerned. But I was impressed with the size of that young man when I got a chance to get it. This was the first time I got really close to a lot of these veterans, and I like the looks of our squad. I think you mentioned earlier, Joe, that Matt talked about the conditioning level of the team. This is a good conditioned team, and that's kudos to the players and kudos to the strength staff and conditioning staff, because this group, as I said, they work. They're movement. There's not, like I said, I don't see guys, sitting on their helmet or their helmets off or anything else. And it was a good work day today. So, and that's the other thing I'll say about the coaching staff. I think they're taking what the league allows you to do in minicamp and maximizing it. And that's the key. I mean, we all wish they had pads and so forth. I know I always did, but okay, you don't. So what are you going to do? How are you going to get better? You've got to maximize every minute that they're allowed to be out there, and I see this group doing it.
Now, when you think of some of the things that they will try and insert, we talked a bunch about the 12 personnel, 13 personnel, and then maybe even some of the limitations because you don't have as many guys in the pattern. Right. But if they do get the run game going, they're going to be able to take some deep shots. So anything you might have picked up on offensively as far as what they're working on right now?
Oh, yeah. No, I like the fact that I think there is an emphasis on the deep game. I like the fact that I watched multiple personnel groups working out there as far as that's concerned. I saw Strange out in space. I mean, I think, Leon, those coaches should be on their knees every night. They've got a bunch of weapons, and good weapons. Right now, that's you want that. You dream for that. You don't, let the opponents think about all that we can present to them. 13 personnel opening up, 12 personnel. But now how about the receiving core? How about what I think they're going to still have a very effective run game with our running backs. I believe that right now. I think I heard Leon say something about, I think it was Tootin, but Tootin had a hell of a run today. And he's a little shiftier than you think, than what I kind of expected. So I like what I see. And the running game is a team effort, by the way. It's not just the running backs and it's not just the offensive line. They've got to have everybody contributing to that. And when that's rolling and what they present by scheme and formation and personnel, now you've got a lot for the defense to be concerned with.
Now, Coach, when it comes to these rookies, when it comes to the game plan, are you spoon feeding them information, or do you give them a whole bunch of stuff and see how much they could translate?
I've seen both. That's what Leon's presenting is exactly what goes on in the league. It's an excellent revelation, if you will, and that seen a lot of teams throw a lot of the playbook at everybody and see who can retain, who can learn, and I've seen others kind of be a little more slow to go so that they establish a good solid base. All I know is I'm not sure what they're doing as far as that's concerned, but it looks to me like it's working because I don't see a lot of busts or do-overs or repeat the play or this type of thing. I saw occasional movement in the line of scrimmage or something like that, but I don't see job assignment busts or execution situations. So, you have to ask the coaches. I saw a lot of good drills out there, and I think there's probably some exposure to what they think they're going to see early in the season too, that they're giving to the team. So it's not just what we're putting in, but it's also a little bit of what we're going to face. And so I think they're, like I said, wisely using this time period to get ready for the season.
So I was watching the corners, and the corners in this specific structure of practice are inherently set up to fail. There's no doubt about it. 7-on-7. It's there's no pass rush. You're allowed to extend the plays, and it's just ridiculous.
Well,
but Buster Brown looked fluid out there. Jarian looked fluid out there. I mean, those are two guys that I thought held their own, number one. And number two, you don't even have allegedly your best corner out there.
Yeah.
He's sitting on the sidelines watching, taking mental reps.
Again, Matt, great observation. It is right now, this time of year, I mean, and not even just this time of year, it's favoring the offense. It's just the way that it is. And the defense has sometimes almost an arm behind or a hand behind your back. But the beautiful thing is again, I saw good rally, good plant and drive. And here's the other thing. The defense, I'm certain right now, is not scheming against the offense. They're going through an installation, so everything they see every day is unscouted. Right. And so they've got to trust their principles, trust their technique, trust what their all about as far as that's concerned. And when you can see competitive execution like we saw and like you just mentioned, that's tremendous.
Growth. That's
oh,
huge,
it's
yeah.
big time growth.
Yeah.
And that's building their confidence. And frankly, that's what we used to say to them. Look, all spring we didn't show you one snap or one formation the offense was going to present different than the weekly game plan, and you were able to compete. So all these unscouted looks are getting right now continues to fortify your foundation and your technique and your scheme. It's good stuff.
One thing Liam said, which struck me, and we'll get back into some of the other things with Duff coming up here in just a second, but more big plays down the field in the short time that they've been out this offseason compared to the entire offseason last year. So we'll get into that coming up as well with one of our coaches, Mark Duffner, coached here in Jacksonville for a number of years and then across the National Football League. You got a question, you can throw it 641-1010 on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosure.
XL Primetime from the big #1 Duval Ford Studios. Dan Hicken and Jeff Prosser.
We pretend to entertain.
They are the morning team known as The Drill.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sorry, is that funny? Are you stand-up comic?
Right here on 1010XL.
When your home or business deserves more than ordinary glass, you trust the experts. Capital Glass and Shower Doors has been elevating spaces for over 40 years with precision, craftsmanship, and clean, modern design. From sleek frameless shower enclosures to elegant glass railings, wine cabinets, and any custom glass that makes a statement, Capital Glass delivers unmatched quality, service, and attention to detail. Your vision, their expertise. Capital Glass and Shower Doors at capcoglass.com.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. Want to know when your body starts talking back on a golf course? Well, it's cart path only, and suddenly your ball is 80 yards across the fairway. You're hiking over there with 3 clubs, and by the time you get to it, you're not thinking birdie. You're wondering if the course has an urgent care. And that's the point, okay? It's not just a scorecard. It's the whole day. Walking 18 without feeling like you're in a survival show. Bending down to read a putt without making that noise. Getting home, still having enough left for the kids, the yard, the cooler, all of it. That's why Awaken 180 makes sense. It's a medication-free solution with weekly weight loss support and, yes, free support for life. You may not fix your slice overnight, but you can drop 30, 40, even 50 pounds, and life after the game just feels better. Take strokes off your game by taking pounds off your frame. Make the call, 844-346-1800, or online at awaken180weightloss.com.
If you own or manage a commercial property or HOA, one backup can quickly turn into a flooded parking lot and costly damage. Duck Rooter's VACCon team brings the equipment and experience to get the job done right. Right now, get $250 off VACCon service and make sure your storm drains are ready for heavy rain. Keep water moving where it should, away from your property.
When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769.
When you're craving scratch-made food, 29-degree draft beer, and the best seat in the house for every game, there's only one place to go, Twin Peaks. E.T. here, and from juicy burgers and smoked in-house wings to ice-cold brews served by the friendliest team around, Twin Peaks is the ultimate sports lodge. Wall-to-wall TVs everywhere. You'll never miss a moment. So grab your crew and head over to Twin Peaks, where the views are impeccable and the food hits every time. And the beer is always colder than your ex's heart. Twin Peaks. Eat, drink, scenic views.
In Jacksonville, we love our sports. You might say we flip out over them. Football, baseball, soccer, hockey, basketball, golf, and there's our outdoor game, fishing, surfing, and just chilling. There's so much to do, it will make your head spin. But keep your cap on because Visit Jacksonville has you covered. Check out visitjacksonville.com/locals or download the Visit Jax app and stay on the ball for all the upcoming sports events in Jax. Go local, go sports. Jacksonville, the flip side of Florida.
If you're thinking about getting a new roof sometime this year, Endless Summer Roofing can help. I'm Claudia, owner of Endless Summer Roofing. Stronger materials, expert installation, real peace of mind. A new roof isn't just an upgrade. It's the primary source of protection for your family home. Visit endlesssummerroofing.com for a free inspection today, and I'll make sure you're ready for tomorrow. Endless Summer Roofing. Protecting your home from Florida's endless summers.
I'm local attorney Rick Alexander. In my 30 years practicing law, I've learned you never want to choose money over health. It's always a bad deal. Unfortunately, when someone screws up and you get hurt, that choice is gone. Your only choice is whether you face the future with a lawyer or without one. If you're hurt because somebody screwed up, call me at the practice. The Alexander Law Practice, 904-460-600 or alexanderlawpractice.com, Jacksonville.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
All right, my golden moment is initially when the Knicks were up 2-0, I said that the young team wasn't ready for that old man's strength. Well, the young buck is off the mat. All right? And they ain't going nowhere. Now the pressure is on New York to win because they go back to San Antonio 2-2. I've never seen the team just play with so much relentless defense, bro.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
The Knicks had no easy shots the whole game. That was crazy to me.
It swung back in San Antonio's direction.
Yes.
And by the way, somebody paid $1 million for courtside seats. It went to charity, so that part of it was great.
Mm-hmm.
But he's looking around like, I just paid $1 million to watch this.
Did you see Michael Bloomberg almost like got concussed during the game?
I did not see that.
Oh, it was hilarious.
Oh my gosh, that is trippy. Former
mayor.
Former mayor.
Former presidential candidate.
Mm-hmm. All right, Matt.
My golden moment is this is not on Texas Tech.
Mm-hmm.
Don't blame Texas Tech because
it's effing BS.
Because a majority of other schools, a strong majority, would have done the same thing. Okay, this is on Brennan Sorsby. He's the guy who broke the rule. He's the guy who shouldn't be playing.
Mm-hmm.
He's the guy who sought out Jeffrey Kessler, the noted NCAA killer attorney, and hired him, and then went along with this idea that it's a mental issue.
All right, I think we're going to have
gambling addiction is a mental issue. This is on him. Okay, it's on him and him alone. At some point, he's got to take a little personal accountability and responsibility.
Well, I'm sure he has, but
has he? How is he taking it?
He went to
he's
went to rehab. He put 30 solid days in, man.
Exactly. And listen.
How dare you? Seriously. I mean, seriously.
Well, what do you want him to do?
Yeah,
I don't
what
know.
do I want him to do? He's not playing. That's what I want.
Okay.
He broke a
so
rule.
you think that he should just take it upon himself?
Every year he played, he signed an affidavit saying he understood gambling and he could not gamble.
Listen, if the fat kid sees cake, he eats cake. Okay?
Come on.
Exactly.
Don't provide the
I cannot
cake.
believe that you guys are like sitting here making excuses for this cat.
I'm not. I'm just saying no guy that is worth anything is going to sit out, voluntarily.
Okay, I'm not saying
let's
that.
make sure, Matt.
No, I want to say this real quick, okay? Not only is he not getting any form of punishment, okay? The 2 games, who cares? He's playing Abilene Christian and Abilene Christian State. Who cares? Okay? Not only is he not getting any form of punishment, he's still earning from the school and from private NIL.
Yes.
You got to be kidding me.
Oh, yes, that's the way.
If we collectively bargained, he could have got fined.
True.
Right. But
or suspended for a year.
Okay, first off, if you collectively bargained, he would not be playing. You know that.
I know that. That's what I'm saying.
Yes. And just as bad as it is for what Sorsby, his not just role in this, he is the story. Don't you try and take Texas Tech off the hook when they said, this is the attorney you need to get in touch with. And
he did all that. Texas Tech didn't do anything.
Don't think for a, oh my gosh.
While you're blinders on.
Throwing dirt on one guy, you might want to make sure you keep Texas Tech.
I just said
in your
majority of the schools in FBS would have done the same thing. I just said that.
Every dang one of them.
You guys just want to let this cat walk.
No.
Ain't saying that.
Yeah, you definitely do.
No, I don't.
Leon does.
Yes, you do, bro.
He's so pro player.
God, it's unreal. And I'm as big a pro player as anybody, bro. This kid's got to. He's got to take a little accountability right now.
Yeah, he does.
All I said was it was a solid bet that he gets to play college football.
Yeah, I think we all said that. I
bet on it. It's the only reason I bet on it.
You bet.
So it was a solid bet. All right. Let's get back to...
We should get coach's ideas since he was a head coach in college football.
Would you have kicked him off the team, Coach?
He wouldn't be playing for me.
Yeah.
Let me just say that.
See, there scruples. I do appreciate it, but...
Now, if you want to say it's Texas Tech's fault because
don't let him play.
Right. If you want to say that's their fault because Joey McGuire should have said, you're not playing for me.
Right.
No way.
Yeah, don't let him play.
I will agree with that. 100%. Okay?
They have ushered him into the position that he is in right now to every step of the way. We will do whatever it takes to make sure you get to wear
as
our
will
uniform
anyone
play
else.
Here's
and
an
play.
important question, though. If they would have kicked him off the team, McGuire or whatever, would they still be on the hook for paying him his NIL deal?
All those NIL deals come with come with what are they
Conduct
called?
detrimental.
The conduct clauses. Yeah.
But what's his face? The big Rich Campbell dude had already said with the 2-game suspension, they're still paying him the full amount.
They are.
Are they? They're not even.
Let's not take
the big
Texas
Rich
Tech.
Campbell dude told me that. By the way.
Let's not. Did he tell you?
Yes.
So let's not take Texas Tech off the radar. That's according to Matt Hayes of USA
The big
Today.
Rich Campbell dude. What he said was Texas Tech, they owe him the remainder of the balance that they owe for their internal NIL. Again, that's the revenue share. That's not the private NIL. His private NIL, which is another $2 million, a little more than $2 million, deals through Adidas and a couple other companies.
Yeah.
What if this kid sucks?
Let me just say this, dude. Nobody wants distractions. And they just opened that door wide open.
They did.
Yeah.
All right.
Wide open.
Now, let's go quickly, Coach. Just listen to this. And this is Liam Cohen after practice, cut courtesy of Jaguars.com, initially saying, not going to talk about injuries, but then actually talked about injuries.
Chris will be full go, come training camp. Cole's a part of that same process of, might be a little bit longer in training camp. We'll have to see. But Travis, I know he ran 22.6 this morning outside here. And, he was talking a lot of smack to Chris Bach and the athletic trainers. And, I mean, he's worked his tail off. I got to give a lot of credit to our strength staff.
Are we worried about Van Lanen?
I don't know how you couldn't be.
Listen, I got to play it again.
Yeah,
Chris
listen
will
to
be
this.
full go, come training camp. Cole's a part of that same process of, might be a little bit longer in training camp.
Okay, a little bit longer in training camp. He didn't say he's not going to be available.
Well, a little bit longer than training camp is the start. Yeah, like a little bit.
It's unreal, man.
Hold on, a little bit longer than training camp is literally the start of the season.
We don't know. We're just saying there's 3 weeks of training camp, and when Matt tells me pom pom, you know what he just
you
did
are
with
totally pom pom.
You know what he just did with Travis Hunter? Liam just said he ran 22.6, and Matt looks at me and goes,
straight line, right? It's not cutting.
I know.
You know who shook his head? Our coach.
No, all I'm saying is that I went to the positive, you went to the negative. Is the only example I'm giving.
I went to reality. You went to pom poms. I went to reality.
When
you got to have some bark if you're in this room. Let me.
I'm just worried about Van Lanen.
Just because he ran straight lines, he ran straight line. You know how many guys run straight lines with ACL injuries? He didn't have an ACL. I know that.
Right. He had an LCL and is significant as well, but also has made some other moves. I'm not sitting
Leon,
here.
the dudes with the injuries, when do you know they got it? When they can do this, correct?
When they can
what Matt's doing for the listeners is going laterally.
Yes. When you can make a cut.
I don't have no idea what you're talking about.
No,
that skill position crap.
You've got to be able to react and protect yourself.
Yes.
So you've got to be ready.
And by the way, I'm just sitting here trying to hear the positive in what he's saying about Cole Van Lanen.
I know you are. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that's it. Because when he says he's a part of that, I'm like, okay, that actually is a little more
JJ and I are looking into it.
Well, he said
with a
he's
little hint of skepticism.
So he said Chris Rodriguez will be back for training camp.
Yeah.
But then he said Van Lanen will be part of that, but later on after training camp, maybe. I'm like,
later,
well, what
he'll
is
be
that?
part of that later on in the process, is what he said.
And did he didn't say after training
yes,
camp.
He did.
He did say after.
Hold on.
No.
Chris will be full
later
go,
on the process.
come training camp. Cole's a part of that same process of, might be a little bit longer in training camp. We'll have to see.
That's it. A little bit longer in training camp. We'll have to see. He still is leaving
red
that.
flag for me,
You
man.
are correct. You are correct.
I'm just literally running that red flag up the pole, man.
That could be preseason.
100% I am.
That could be preseason.
Yeah, it is. Like, is he ready?
No need to see him in preseason. Let's keep working him on the side.
Yeah.
Okay?
Look at Jaguar Joe. I love it.
Guess what? Guess what happened with Eric Armstead last year? Did he?
You're right.
Yeah,
You're exactly right.
I would say their
You're
careers
exactly
have been a little bit different.
And he played well, and then halfway through the season, it was just right off the cliff.
Well, he got hurt too.
Yeah.
Injuries do happen.
All right.
That is a part of it. All right, we're going to close it out with Coach coming up here in just a second.
XL Primetime is driven by Duval Ford. Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
Mark Watson here to tell you a little bit about hardballcreative.com. It's your online promo haven with thousands of ideas on how to promote your company. We're open 24/7, 365.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
It's Men's Health Month, and Ackerman Urology reminds you that early detection matters for prostate health. If you're over 40, now's the time to get checked. 1 in 8 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer in their lifetime. So don't wait. Visit AckermanUrology.com.
Mike Dempsey, if you're thinking about a bathroom upgrade, maybe turning that old tub into a safer walk-in shower, check out 5 Star Bath Solutions. I shopped around, talked to several companies, and I chose 5 Star because their customer service was simply incredible. Responsive, honest, upfront about the entire project, and their pricing was even better than expected. When you're ready for a fresh look, better comfort, and a bathroom space you'll love using every day, schedule your free consultation at 5starbathsolutions.com and get the 5-star experience.
Hey friends, Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Have you ever stored a gallon of leftover paint, opened the can years later, and it's rusty, crusty, and unusable? Next time, secure the lid tightly to ensure no leaks and store the can upside down. Oxygen can't get to it, therefore no rust and no crust. If you'd like more tips or have a question about a project, we'd love to help. Go to performance-painting.com. Performance Painting. Repair, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting.
I'm U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy. We all get distracted when we drive, whether it's from our phones or kids in the backseat bickering. But how we handle these distractions can be a matter of life or death. Before you get on the road for your next road trip, please put your phones on silent and take a mental note to focus on driving.
Paid for by NHTSA.
Mike Dempsey here. DraftKings Sports is live in all 50 states. Yes, that means you, Florida. The whole world is watching one tournament right now. Group stage chaos, knockout drama, stoppage time heartbreak. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in Florida. So whether you're catching the early kickoff before work or the late match at the bar, you're in on every minute, every match, every moment, all in one app. Right here in Florida, the world's biggest stage is in the palm of your hand. New DraftKings customers, sign up with code 1010XL, spend $5 to get $200 in total rewards. That's code 1010XL. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click to claim, issued in non-withdrawable predictions dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends June 28th. Terms dkng.co/predictions promo.
Hi, this is Randy Goodwin with PRI Productions. We're proud to partner with Dreams Come True, a Jacksonville nonprofit that grants the dreams of children that are facing life-threatening illnesses. Join us for Dream Day on Saturday, June 27th from 8:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. at PRI Productions, located at 1819 Kings Avenue in San Marco. Come cheer on 35 incredible children and help make their day unforgettable. It's all free. You just need to be there Saturday, June 27th, Dream Day. Hope to see you there.
Are your kids ready to play this summer? Come check out The Y. Summer is a time for kids to explore new things and expand the limits of their imagination. At The Y, summer camps every day is a new adventure. Kids can learn about STEM, arts and humanities, athletic sports, outdoor games, and more. Registration is now open, but space is limited, and spots are filling up quickly. Learn more and find your adventure at fcymca.org. Search Summer Day Camp.
1010XL, presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch. Who lit it up last night? Brought to you by American-Electrical.com.
Shot clock winding down. Castle has to put it up. Bang! Stephon Castle from three-point range. And it's a 7-point Spurs lead. Towns holding on to Wemby. Fox gets into the paint, puts up jumper. Got it! De'Aaron Fox with a clutch bucket right there. And it's back to a 5-point game.
I tell you what, they were, the Spurs, relentless on defense, hit timely shots, worked Victor Wembanyama in the paint, some nice plays run through him. The alley-oop, I don't think they just started using that in the NBA last night. I don't believe. But it does work for a 7'4" specimen like Victor Wembanyama, and he was able to step out and hit shots beyond the arc. So they lit it up last night. They made it a 2-1 series now, and American Electrical. They can light up your world as well. Make sure you check them out, american-electrical.com. And they've got big jobs coming up. So if you are in the electrical field and you want to light up your career, make sure you log on and apply and head to work there. All right, real quick thought before we finish up. By the way, real quick, last night, with all the stars that were in the building, Charles Barkley did lock in on one celebrity, was Cardi B.
We've been competing with Cardi B here. We lost. Hey, I don't know if those B's, that might be Cardi B's.
Well, sometimes the simplest of dad jokes hit the hardest.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was exceptional timing.
So good.
Crazy.
So good.
Something's wrong with Charles Barkley.
All right, last thought, Big Sirs.
I'm praying for Van Lanen. And
we all are.
We are. He's in my deepest prayers.
Because I looked at the PFF grade
because
for
the
Walker
alternative
Little.
is what?
It's Walker Little.
What did you say?
I said the alternative is Walker Little.
What did you say? What did you say earlier?
No, I'm praying for Van Lanen.
Yeah, no.
Speedy recovery.
Well, you said anything's better than
yeah, anything. I mean, he's damn. I mean,
Van Lanen.
I don't like piling on the players. I know he's a try-hard dude, but he just doesn't get it done for me. That's all.
All right, my last thought is our boy Pat McAfee's in the middle of negotiations for signing a deal with ESPN worth annually $60 million.
Crazy.
65 is what.
So they had him
annually.
Yeah, 65.
They
My
had
guess is
his
it'll
own
be a
broad
5-year deal. So it'll be 5 years, $300 million.
Jeez, man. So they had him on his own NBA Finals broadcast last night. Like, I'm not a hater of Pat,
but
I'm also not a watcher. But I question who the hell is watching Pat McAfee for their NBA insights.
Right, where did that come from? Exactly.
That's super weird.
Yeah,
He's got
They're
his
just
own
like, hey,
clique
we're paying him. We have to use him.
Yeah.
He's got his own clique that's clearly is very loyal and passionate.
Yeah.
Well, all I'm going to say is I got some insight on soccer from JJ, so I'm listening to JJ Silva.
See, there you
with
go.
Soccer insight.
I'll be the next Pat McAfee.
Amen.
Yeah, exactly. You never know what's coming next. All right, Coach, one more quick thought as far as what you got today.
I just loved it. Again, I think the production that they're establishing right now, the way they're running practice, the way they're educating their players, and I think they're becoming situational masters with what they're doing there. So I love the progress that they're putting on the field right now and look forward to continuing.
I love it. Coach Duff and I will do both sides of the ball. Our podcast coming up in just a bit on one of our social channels, streaming.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Tommy Mack joins us now. Helmets and heels, getting ready to roll. He's put Leon's beats on just for a second. You started spinning like dad bods, right?
I wish I could DJ like that. That'd be pretty cool. I don't have that talent.
Yeah, we saw Diplo. Have you ever heard of him?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Big time.
I, of course, had heard of him before, too, as well.
Are you saying others didn't?
Yeah, but anyway, it was an unbelievable performance he put on. Yeah, I'm sure if he would have spun a Dad Bod's record, it would have gone platinum in a heartbeat. All right, you like practice today?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I mean, look, they seem faster on defense. A couple guys seem bigger. The young wide receivers made some plays. BT, nice grab over the middle, up in the air.
Yeah.
With his hands.
Need it.
He made a great catch. We were standing by each other in the end zone. It's a little late on the throw. He did bobble it, but then he grabbed it.
The finish was great.
Really great.
Coach Duff said it was
out of bounds, but it was a great catch. So, yeah, overall, I think they look good. They look fit. They look fast. I don't know if you guys saw. I was just telling LB out there. Second team drill, 11 on 11. Trev dumps it to Tootin, who turns it up, and Trayvon beats him to the sideline from pretty 15 yards. Oh my gosh, it was unbelievable. I was like, oh.
That's what you want to see.
Wow. Yeah. It was unbelievable. It was really a feat of for a guy that big to move that quick and fast and to beat him. He literally, and he had him, Tootin had a little, advantage. Caught right up to him like no problem.
Love it. Love it. All right, you guys are getting in all that.
Oh yeah, a lot of mini camp talk.
All right,
it's
brother,
great
man.
to be back out there. Isn't
Yes.
It just makes you feel good all around. So, yeah, we're going to get into all that and the weekend and what's to look forward next couple of days as well.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
All right.
Tommy Mack and Helmets and Heels coming up next. We are done. Appreciate all y'all hanging out with us. You miss any of the show, you can go back on YouTube, XL Primetime. Just search it out and see the whole show. Like we said, Coach Duff and I will be on the streaming channels coming up here in just a bit. We will all be back out at minicamp tomorrow. Looking forward to seeing a bunch of you. Let's hear some Duval cheers tomorrow. Joe C., Maddie, Big Sirs, JJ, and Coach Duff.
We've been competing with Cardi B here. We lost. Hey, I don't know if those B's, that might be Cardi B's.
XL Primetime, driven by